Hey, welcome everybody. I'm John Fairless, and I'm glad that you joined us again here at the Connection Cafe. Today I'm thinking about the subject, I was just thinking. Actually, today we're talking about the incredible power of the subconscious. There was a well-known commercial from the United Negro College Fund a few years ago that repeated their mantra, "A mind is a terrible thing to waste." What a great slogan. It certainly applies to their intended purpose, which is developing higher education opportunities for minorities in the United States. But it has a surprising application to our normal daily lives as well. Most of us are aware of the fact that our minds work in two basic ways. The conscious mind, which is when we decide what we're going to do, and the subconscious mind, which is more the automatic part of our brains. Now, realize that's a little bit simplified because there are actually more divisions and more breakdowns of the way our mental processes work. But the big two will work for our purposes today. Your conscious mind has you reading or listening to this little essay at the moment. You decided to see what was happening at the Connection Cafe today, and you clicked to open your email or on the YouTube link. And by the way, I want to thank you for that. Please keep clicking. And if you can, be sure to subscribe and recommend us to a friend or two. But back to the subconscious mind. That subconscious mind is also at work at this very moment. It's telling your lungs to breathe. It's telling your heart to beat. And there are probably a number of other thoughts that you have that you don't exactly realize right now, which is why they are subconscious. They're underneath the surface, just like a submarine that travels underneath the surface of the water. Now, your brain works really hard doing all this thinking. Recent research has shown that you have around 6,000 conscious thoughts each day. No wonder our brains are tired every night. But the real workhorse is the subconscious, which produces approximately 60,000 thoughts a day, 10 times the number of the unconscious mind. Of course, many of your subconscious thoughts are quick and fleeting. Something flows through your brain and then it's gone. Your brain is making all sorts of judgments about your surroundings all the time, from telling you it's too hot or too cold in the room, to warning you that your back is going to hurt if you don't get up and move every few minutes, to, well, all sorts of input that is designed to be helpful to you most of the time. And that's our opening for today. Dr. Caroline Leaf is the author of a major best-selling book, Think, Learn, Succeed. And she has spent more than 30 years as a cognitive neuroscientist. All of that work and research allows her to make a simple yet powerful statement. Where your mind goes, your life follows. Hear that again. Where your mind goes, your life follows. As in, we can allow ourselves to mull over negative, life-sapping thoughts like, I'm never going to get it right. I'm such a loser. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I think I'm going to eat worms. Did you ever do that one in childhood? Seriously, You probably don't have to think very hard to dig up a few of your own examples of negative thoughts that inhabit your own mind. And those tend to play over and over in our subconscious, which, according to Dr. Leaf, pushes us in the direction of self-fulfilling prophecy. Or, as an even older source, the Hebrew scripture in Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a person thinks in their heart, so they are." But according to Dr. Leaf, we are not doomed to think ourselves into oblivion or despair. Not at all. Again, and I'm quoting from her book, our thoughts become things. When we feed the mind with thoughts of abundance, success, and confidence, eventually those thoughts make their way into the hard drive of our mind, the subconscious. Remember, it is the subconscious mind that controls 95% of every aspect of us. Those 60,000 thoughts you have every day will work in your favor. Thank you, Dr. Leaf. One of our purposes here in the Connection Cafe is to introduce you to tools and techniques that can help you to be successful in training your mind, both the conscious and the subconscious, to work for you instead of against you. In my next session, I'm going to give you 5 things that you can practice to help retrain your brain. But until then, here's a real quickie. Use your mind, okay? Imagine for a moment and think of yourself at some point in the future. It could be tomorrow or next week or next year. You have achieved some goal that you've been dreaming about, something that you've wished you could accomplish in your life. Now close your eyes and see yourself after having done that thing that you really want to do. You did it. You succeeded. Now, with your eyes closed, visualize yourself. What are you wearing? Where are you standing? And how do you act? How are you feeling? What are you saying? What are you doing? See yourself successful. Now just hold on to that for a few moments. Let that image of your successful self lodge right there in your thoughts. Let that image be available as a motivational tool for these next few hours, the next few days or weeks. It's there. You can see it. And by golly, I'll bet you can do it too. Okay, so you can open your eyes back up if you'd like. Hang on to that. I'm going to have more next time. But until then, think good thoughts, my friends, okay? See you again in the Connection Cafe.